rather than living without regrets, the point is to learn from mistakes, because that's absolutely necessary. It makes us better people. It makes us better decision makers. At the same time, and this is work, removing any of the pain for having made that mistake, because how do you remove that pain? When you come to really understand, but that's where I needed to be. So I'll use an example that might be a little bit sort of a field of this, but I often have conversations with people who are struggling with their childhood, the way they were treated by their parents, the way they were mistreated by their parents. And I say the same thing. You have to understand that your soul needed to go through that experience. Sometimes painful, sometimes disappointing. It doesn't make your parents into saints. They probably shouldn't have done that for them, for their own sake. But this view, which has to be internalized through constant thought and work, where I find myself is perfect. How I got there, a different decision, different conversation that needs to be had, because maybe I made a mistake along the way and I don't want to make that same mistake again, and I want to learn from it, and I want to become a better person from it.
But I think also it's our expectation of what we think our life is supposed to look like. We imagine our life to be really just a straight line.
Oh, that's never the case.
But that's how we go about, right?
Really?
Yes. Most people do not expect the pain. You can't see that, right? You're like, okay, of course it might be hard, and I have to work, but with a lot of work and a lot of effort, I'm going to get there. And we don't expect it to be topsy-turvy, hilly as it is, right? So then we go back and we're like, well, my life isn't supposed to look like this. And it can bring up a lot of shame that I'm not a good person or I'm undeserving. And so you get stuck in that place. I think the first place to start is really what do you expect your life to look like? And how are you living it? And if you feel regret, do you believe you have choices or not? And not to change the past, but to have them inform your future.
Absolutely. And here again, this goes a little bit deep, but that you can't have clarity unless you accept what is.